Welcome back to World of Warcraft, Mists of Pandaria, Classic, Pre-Patch, Blind. Just been looking through all the abilities again. Look at all the differences and what they all do. Not in any way ready to go actually do on-level content right now. Still looking at stuff. Contemplating what some of these might mean. Like here with Impending Victory, where we instantly attack a target and then 20% healing on a 30-second cooldown. Can we just use this all the time to get 20% health every 30 seconds? I'm not sure. So that's going to be stuff we're going to actually need to probably actually put into actual practice on regular level appropriate quests once the actual content is out. Because I don't really want to go into like a grouping for dungeons or something with my current even more degraded abilities here. Speaking of dungeons and stuff, there is a new thing in here. Scenarios. This is a thing. They're more small. It's a scenario. It's not a dungeon. It's a scenario. Specific? Yeah. So that's a thing. Player versus player. That's also a whole thing we're also not going to worry about. Anyways. Instead, since there doesn't seem to be any like actual event or anything, besides like you can now do pet stuff and pandas and monks and stuff, nothing that immediately impacts us here. And we're just going to continue on with doing things. It's a good enough idea. Let's see what this here is. Level 50 quest. We have this, or got it, or something. We got a whole list of stuff here. Some of them are to other locations. Some of them are obviously the things we need to deal with later. The battle pets, the Zols. We got the Vials of Eternity we're still working on. The artifact from the past. We can figure out if all these healing things help us. That would definitely help us more in raids. And also just having even higher stats, which is probably going to happen with all the equipment and stuff. Once there's new stuff. We will see. Anyways. What's this about? Meet with Ander Jermaine.
Greetings.
We're meeting. This is Stormwind and or class quest or something?
For the Alliance.
I'm not sure exactly. This is class. It's interesting. Let's see what this is about.
You need something?
Random level 50 class quest.
See you later.
It's good to see you again, Eric Erickson. I wish I could say that I had happy news. We get 420. Amazing.
See you around.
A dangerous alliance. SI7's latest report about Twilight's Hammer and Dark Iron activity worries me, Eric Erickson. There's evidence that they are preparing a joint attack from within Blackrock Mountain. We'll be hard-pressed to turn back such a combined force. If we act before they're ready to strike, we might be able to blunt the attack. Let's go into Blackrock Depths and capture the Twilight Hammer's attack plans from General Ingerforge in the West Garrison. Not hesitate to take out the elementals supporting his forces. So this is just the dungeon quest that was still here that we were looking at, which we would grab later once we are up to 50 plus in the doing stuff here.
Be careful.
How random. How random. I feel like that was new. I don't know.
Hey there.
Man, now we can now also just get this level 50 quest. Never mind. Never mind. Instead, we're gonna go to the Southern Barrens. One way or another here. In terms of getting over there, I don't think there's any useful boats here in Stormwind Harbor. Yeah, one that goes over to the Therm Village. I don't think there's like Theramore or anything. Theramore's up. Oh. This also might change at some point too. But more of its Menethil Harbor. There's also a different spot. So instead, we are just going to fly down to Booty Bay, take the boat to Ratchet, and get our way to the starting point here for the Southern Barrens quests. These are level 30. There's also Desola's quest level 30. Fuse Light's 45. Dust Wallow is 35. So, lower levels. Keep working on it. We will see. We will see. Going the right direction? More or less. Okay. Let's get over to Southern Barrens, I suppose. And now we're over here. Stone Talon Pass. Just on the very edge here of the Southern Barrens. There's just Wild Marsh over there. Higher level. Anyways, moved a few things around. Found a duplicate hamstring. Colossus Smash doesn't do the same thing as Sunder Armor anymore, so that's also something to consider. Move some stuff around. Things that only really help with when we have a group, damage things, throwing things, AoEs, all our screaming, spell stuff, taunting. Almost got too many things here. I also don't really need this right here, so we could try to move that around. Add another bar. I don't know. At any rate, this is happening. Get out of here. Okay. Commander Wobble.
You need something?
All's clear.
Safe travels.
You say the Grim Tome are no longer a threat. That's great. We've got Horde all up our keisters. Money.
See you later.
Horde problems in the Southern Barrens. Hail, warrior. Just up ahead, you'll find Honor's Stand, the Alliance's only link between Stone Talon and the coast. The road's a treacherous one, though. I speak from experience. Running the gauntlet, breaking the siege.
Have a good one.
Look around you, warrior. We've had no luck dislodging the Horde from the hidden trails that overlook this valley. They appear out of nowhere to ambush our supply caravans and then disappear into the hills. You need to run the gauntlet to Honor's Stand and let them know the roads still aren't safe. Talk to Mattingly, the supplies officer by the gates, and kill a few of those brutes along the way. Kill 8 Hunter Hill scouts.
See you around.
Yeah,
Safe
break the whole
travels.
siege entirely. Horde scouts hiding in the ruins up ahead ambush my supply train. Only 2 of my bodyguards made it out alive, and me, I used to have hair. The supplies I was delivering are scattered through the ruins up ahead. Gather them up and take them to Janice Mangley at Honor's Stand. If they can't make it to Stone Talon, at least we can keep them out of Horde's hands. Yeah. Get supply crates.
See you around.
Fight stuff. Get crates. There's things. This the guys? Yeah. It's a bird.
I'm out of range.
Okay. We can try some of our different abilities and stuff here. How much damage are we doing? 20,000. And there is our ability to use Impending Victory there. Just immediately. Let's see what this is going to mean for us. 30 seconds for potentially 20% health every time. We'd have to take some damage to actually see if this actually works every time. Plus 10 rage, but that's obviously fine. Let's try Fallen a bit. Take some damage, we can see if we can heal some damage. How far do we need to fall to take 20% plus damage? Percentage base. Oh, that's decent. Fall down on these guys. Yell while we fall. And give them a good whack. Heal 28,000 every 30 seconds here. Okay. That's some survivability is what that is. My goodness. And we also have Enraged Regeneration. If we were enraged, that would heal us for 40% every minute. Yeah. And also, Bloodthirst heals us for 1% of our health every time we use it. And we use it very frequently. There's also a talent option in here. One of the healing ones. Regeneration option. When you're below 35% health, heal 3% per second. Can also be a lot. We're doing the impending victory one right now, though. So that is changing something. Yeah, 20% every 30 seconds. And regeneration also still exists. We got some options. We got some options out here. So that's interesting. And then got some longer cooldowns too. And charge twice. Also fun. Charge, 25-yard range.
I'm out of range.
And we got Heroic Leap. It's also here. See if they made Heroic Leap less inconvenient. No, not really. Ah well. Grab another bit of supplies. It's got 2 charges on the charge. It's definitely something. So yeah, we've made it through the ruins here. Vale, Wisher Crag, Charred Vale, Stone Town Peak, Venture Co. Welcome. A bit of a mess here, honestly. And here is a, new to me at least, kind of alliance base here. Interesting. Jens, how's it going? Welcome to Honor's Stand, warrior. We ripped this valley from the claws of the Horde, but keeping this choke point open has proven to be another matter entirely.
Safe travels.
They're ambushing the roads to Stone Talon too. We just can't get a break here. Where are they coming from anyways? The hills.
See you later.
What's the story out there? Supplies. Got some dried rations, blades, and uniforms packed and strong. Bunch of stuff.
See you around.
What? Our supplies? These were meant for Stone Talon. No matter. The rate we're going, we need them more here. Our stand has been cut off from the coast, Eric Erickson. Commander Singleton is at his wit's end.
Have a good one.
Futile resistance. Now these quests, since they're giving alliance reputation, that's all just going to the Pandarian. So that's fine.
See you
Get one of
around.
those turtle mounts at some point. Could be good. I have this here too. Only works in dungeons though. Is our resistance truly futile? Let's see. Erickson, I certainly don't want to deliver my report to Commander Singleton without at least a little bit of good news. We've got to wrestle control of these roads back from these Horde hand holdouts. Where we can gather, Kona Thunderwalk is the name of the ringleader. He's got a camp just north of here. Stone Town native, he knows these roads better than his own hide. If we can wipe him out, resistance from the west might vanish. Find and kill Kona Thunderwalk. And report to Commander Singleton. Seek him out at the edge of the Great Chasm. Got a good shoulder pad there.
See you later.
Not gonna save him. Edge of the Great Chasm. Over here. Where could he possibly be? Okay. Shattering throw. Hey, yeah. That was on a 5-minute cooldown, which is pretty wild. Throw damage, reducing armor by 20% for 10 seconds, or removing any invulnerabilities. Interesting. Okay. We did it. What are we turning this into? Report to Commander Singleton, even further in. Okay. You can also kind of see on the map where the quests are in this area. Just all around here towards North Watchhold. Overgrowth for command, another point. Southern Barren's definitely quite the mess of a place. I'm getting too many things here. Understand peasants. Quest over here. Flight path. They're doing some stuff.
Can I help you?
Look at all these flight paths. Flight path map larger now? That's nice. There's always some problems with the flight paths that are right next to each other in some places. Not that we're too worried about that. There you go.
What can I
We
do?
can just fly wherever we want to. So our supplies aren't getting through? I understand it just gets more and more isolated. Still, the defeat of Thunderwalk should send a signal to our foes, that we mean to stay. Thank you, Eric Exon. Get some gloves, or some belt. Doesn't matter too much, obviously. It's got the item level up at the top there. And see if we get anything new also. What else we got in town here? Got an innkeeper.
What can I do for you?
Your regular old innkeeper stuff. People hanging out.
Hi.
Alcohol vendor. A whole bunch of stuff. We got new level 90 alcohols, apparently. Deceptively strong. Strong alcoholic beverage. Really?
Watch your back.
That implies the potential existence of other new level 90 items that we can't use yet. Fascinating.
What can I do?
Stable Master. We got Battle Pets.
See you later.
Stable Masters now actually do something for us. What with the whole Battle Pets business.
Pleased to meet you.
So much data, so little time. Survey the destruction.
Very
I had heard of enormous seismic anomalies here in Kalimdor, but I had no inkling that the geological chaos would be so profound. I need an up-to-date survey of the destruction while I stay here to study the seismographic readings. Could you gather some data via my automated survey craft? I'll take care of all the flying. When the survey is complete, present the data to my colleague, Horton Gimblehart, in Northwatch. Huh? Nim. Survey the Cataclysm's
good.
destruction.
You have a great day now. Interesting.
Ready to fly. Yes. The divide is made of great. Yep, that's a problem. Interesting. In this far from the epicenter, Astro's crust is completely torn asunder. My goodness. Already seen this in our other flights over here, so not exactly new information. But if you weren't previously up in the skies, this is definitely quite the sight to see. We're just going straight over towards Northwatch, or are we gonna end up back over at the previous spot? What's all this? This jungle wasn't there during last week's survey. What's happening to the Barrens? Oh, we got some jungly vines down there. The Great Divide. Jungly. Okay. View here. Should be still some points where non-flying people can actually cross this mess. In theory, at least. Yeah, we got not so barren barrens in the overgrowth here. A little bit more than it used to be. All sorts of things happening out here. Yeah, it's more water on this side. Lava hasn't spilled out all the way here. That's seawater. It's reached the ocean. Do you think the fissure is growing? Hopefully not. It's already a big enough mess as it is here. My goodness. Plus there. Over there. Some raptors. And some boats. And a bunch of stuff happening over on that side. Hold everything. The halls of Northwatch have been breached. We're under attack. Oh boy. Problems everywhere. Northwatch hold. Something. What's up this side? That's Ranchin. Duratar? Terragaki. Yeah, these are different spots. Okay. So here we are. Here, running over.
Hi, how are you?
What? Can't you see we're under attack here? Hart snatches the readouts from the survey craft, then stuffs them haphazardly into a duffel bag. Yes, sure, of course. I give Nib's findings careful study. Later, for the safety of the Eastern Kingdoms, if I have any say about it.
You have a great day now.
The Admiral won't back down. What? You want to stay here and fight? Typical warrior, wanting to stay and fight off the Horde, while there's still a chance to run for it. Look, if you really want to save Northwatch, you should report to Admiral Aubrey in the tower behind me. He's keeping his ships here to fight, instead of ferrying us all away like I begged him to. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to finish packing.
Be seeing you.
Tower over here. Up above them. Fly up the town. We're not finished looking around the previous town, but it's fine. Got signal officer. There's the one ship there. We've got the high ground and more ships. Not looking too great here.
King's honor, friend.
You ventured all the way here from Honor's Stand. Excellent. We could use your experience here. They may have breached the walls, but Northwatch isn't going down without a fight.
Go with honor, friend.
Repel borders. Eric Erickson, the sea is our only lifeline. Right now, most of my fleet is either steaming back to Theramore for repairs, or rusting at the bottom of this bay. Only the Blackpool remains afloat to defend our harbor. But she's just signaled that she's being boarded. Speak to me when you're ready. I'll have one of our naval griffins deposit you right on the deck. Slaughter the Rage War Sea Dogs who dare assault my precious ship. Report to Captain Fisher for further orders.
For the Alliance. Well met. Be careful.
I can literally fly over there, it's fine. So Blaine, flag down a griffin for Erickson, if you please. Yes, sir, immediately, sir. Start our battle at sea. Why not? Just go over there, jump around, spin around a little bit, blow them all up. 20 rage from Battle Shout. Attack power of all raid Empire members within 100 yards by 10%. And Shout increases stamina by 10%. Execute. Official wound foe causing 36,000 physical damage. Only use on enemies that have less than 20% health. So specific numbers and everything. Oh, this. Mount. Mount. Also thing to consider, Bloodthirst generates rage. Also different.
Target.
Here. Jump over there. Just falling from the skies or something. My goodness. Hey.
Greetings.
Captain, and head right back to Northwatch Hold? Nope. All hands topside, run them through.
Be careful.
I got it. You make a hell of a marine, Eric Erickson. We'll mop up the others. It looks like the Horde fleet is disintegrating. Maybe to land more troops disengaging. If it was disintegrating, that'd be much better. They are disengaging. We need to land more troops ashore. Ari will know what to do. Talk to me ready to fly back.
For the Alliance.
Just a quick trip on the ship. Do. So what's going on in these other islands? Is that the warrior fighting island? It's been a little bit. Northwatch. Nobody else really here at this side. Just casually making our way up this way. Over there's technically kind of part of Dustwall over there. It's in the area. Gonna land me up on the top of the tower? That'd be perfect. Come on. Hey. The guns of Northwatch.
Light bless you.
Captain Fisher signaled us from below. The Horde fleet is landing shore parties. We can't let them flank us from the beach. I've already sent 2 of my best gunners down there to defend the beachhead. Talk to Cannoneer Smythe down on the shore. You have to fight your way through the courtyard to get there, so you can help the others secure the hold on your way down. Secure the Cannoneer.
For the Alliance.
So I need to steal the shore batteries. Mr. Brandon, no Eric Erickson's on his way. Cancel me now. Alright, sir, immediately, sir. signal down that we're coming. No shore batteries. This way, this way. Also something else over here. Grab that since we're in the area. Some wounded guys. And Thomas Paxton.
What can I do for you?
Language shot. Warrior, thank the light. They've practically driven us back to the docks. The courtyard is overrun. We're at a canister shot and the orcs are getting ready for an assault up the hill. We need to improvise some scatter shot and fast. Hurry, run into the broken tower here and grab whatever sharp, pointy bits of scrap metal you can lay your hands on. Knives, forks, nails, anything. Load the cannon when you got an armful. 15 pieces of shot. Oh, we got. There's some swords and stuff. Some guys. Box of cutlery. Perfect. What else we got? What else we got? Plenty of space. The box is spawned down below. Norman? How's it going? Now my gears, now my beautiful gears. Yep, unfortunately, yes. Cool. Throw everything in a cannon. Hope for the best. And since I already loaded charge in the cannon, I'll need the ammunition you've improvised. Dangerous heap of random bits of metal scrap or broken glass. The horde is massing at the base of the hill. Breathily, you stuff the debris you collected into the muzzle of the cannon. Step back, cover one ear, and tug on the igniter cord. Firing! Look at all those guys down there. Yeah, decent. Bravo, Eric Exon. Wasn't pretty, but it worked.
How are
I'll
you?
take it. That's one way to clear a hill. Those corpses are impaled with knives and forks. The Rage War clan has breached the walls. We can still turn this fight around the hill and help our men hold on to the courtyard below. Kill 10 Rage War grunts.
See you later.
Something up here. And something in here.
Oi.
Back in the fight. This isn't over, warrior. Not by a long shot. So the soldiers in the courtyard still have breath in their lungs. We can save them. So these wraps in an herbal remedy we used to rely on back in Illness. The smell is awful. This poultice can practically raise the dead. Use these bandages on wounded defenders down the courtyard. See if we can get them back in the fight. 6 defenders.
You wouldn't want to see me when I'm angry.
Oh, what's this? Punch of rags will halt bleeding and possibly induce vomiting. Yes, that's something. Over here. Very long.
Good day to you.
Tegan's people. Hey, warrior. We're here to support Corporal Tegan. He's in charge of keeping the supply routes open. He's got 2 of my most ornery dwarves I've ever met in charge of sundries. I want to make an impression on those 2 crushy hunters. We're going to need to show that you can hold your own against the predators around here. The raptors west of the hold here are especially vicious. We can just some fresh hides and you make an impression. We'll supply the troops in one swoop. So that is when we are leaving here. We are not done with Northwatch just yet. So that's okay. There is the rage that lets us do a whole bunch of wild strikes. Got a little indicator there. Wild strike. It's only available when that happens. Requires a melee weapon. Deals damage plus damage. Causes mortal wounds. Decreases healing. Something. Grunt slain. Grunt slain. Grunt slain. Grunt slain. Grunt slain. Dragon throw takes longer to cast too. Regular throw, it's not as effective as actually having a thrown weapon. That's okay. Are we healing people? Let's heal some people. Thank you. This is turning into a massacre. So, they're dead guys. Wounded guys. Wounded guys. Don't need to heal them. Manages reek. I guess I shouldn't complain. Yeah. Cool down on that a little bit. Really, these runts just hanging out. How rude. Oh. Hey, everybody back up the hill here. Why do these bandages smell like wet dog? There's a reason for that.
Hey there.
Great work. We've knocked them on their heels, maybe long enough to shore up our defenses. Right, we find a way to take out their artillery. Some stuff here. Take one of their cloaks. Fun.
See you around.
That was looking like this, which apparently I already have. Lifting the siege. They'll be able to re-secure the fortress walls as long as Rageroar and his goons have access to artillery. You need to fight your way across that chasm and take out his big guns. Orcs season their heavy machinery with coal tar, which makes them flammable. Take my torch and burn any catapults you see north of Northwatch. Then torch these big blade throwers in Rageroar's base camp. Those things have killed enough of our men.
See you later.
Light some fires. Have a good time. Cool.
I got a bad feeling.
Hope you have enough bandages. My supply of those herbs was caught off. One of these brutes sacked my beloved illness.
Long live Greymane.
A steady stream of the walking wounded have come up the hill to see me, Eric Clarkson. I trust that was your work. Well done.
Farewell.
Silencing Rageroar. I've encountered the Rageroar clan before, Eric Clarkson. They are led not by an orc, but by a monster. A war-gorged fiend without a shred of decency or compassion. And his lieutenants must be killed, not just to save Northwatch, but for the good of all of Azeroth. Karga Rageroar wears a helm. Execute him, warrior. And bring the helm to me. It is of particular importance. Rageroar has made his camp across the chasm east of here. He kills 4 lieutenants to get his helm by killing him. Alright. Destroy Karga Rageroar. Be careful what his minions are capable of. Yeah.
Watch your back.
We're also gonna have a difficult time executing him. Because that only works when they have less than 20% health. And we kill everything in one hit. So. Can you
What can I do for you?
Are essentially good till you know your way around a cannon. Yeah, we fired some random stuff out of one.
See you later.
We got the hardware, but not the manpower, Eric Clarkson. Man, one of the carronades on the shore here. Take out those incoming boats. Northwest shore battery to destroy 10 Rage Roar rowboats.
See you around.
There's boats. Let's get this one. Fire. There we go. There is. Okay. Any further boats here? We'll lead in the shots a little bit. Those guys disappeared before we could shoot them. So do they. Odd. Ah, so close. Meh. Meh. One more. There's a twofer. Hey. Very effective cannon.
You need something?
Oh, the beach is ours. We just might keep a foothold on this miserable dust ball of a continent after all. Some wrists, or belts, or a ring. Doesn't matter too much.
Have a good one.
Oh. Let's burn some stuff. There's the ring throwers. We're going all the way over this way. North in the area. There's the rings. We're really gonna be going up quite this far. Burn that. That's one of the catapults. We need to burn a thrower too. Should be around here somewhere. There's definitely one's way up there. Like all the way through all these guys, all the way up to here. That's a big thing. I'm gonna burn it. Very effective. Very cool. And these the lieutenants and stuff. It's a Hexmaster. There's Kara. Kind of sweet a little bit. What? Your shadow finds no one. Soon this one's mine. Karga. There's Helm. Find his other lieutenants somewhere. There's any fancier named guys. Grunts. Nope. There's a lieutenant. Whee! Dead now. I guess that other special guy nearby wasn't actually the lieutenant. That is another guy. That's some kind of magical shield or something. That's something. Just a grunt. Just a grunt. The tent's down this way, perhaps? There's one. Oh, we've been powered up. Do a whole bunch of wild strikes. Only happens some of the time. That's a pretty good time. Here. Back across here. Through all this mess. And turn these in. Is that Northwatch defended? Potentially.
Get Gavin.
Is he dead? Do you have his helm? Seems a little more than a ragged scrap of pelt. Yep.
Keep your chin up, eh?
Tolliver grasps the helmet reverentfully with quivering hands. Rage War's battleships intercepted our vessel as we fled from Gilneas. We were to be carried here as trophies to the war chief. As we neared to the shore, some of us fought back. Rage War, he began killing indiscriminately, howling with laughter. Our ship capsized and he ordered his men to fire at us as we drowned. Few of us made it to land. Afterwards, I learned that he wore my brother's scalp as a trophy. Closes his eyes. My goodness. Like this trophy here? Offhand stamina.
Good day.
That's new. It's a bone. Gives stamina and intellect to hold this bone. Amazing.
Hello.
Burn it all, warrior. Burn it to cinders. You betcha.
Safe travels.
Good. Without heavy equipment, the Horde will have to pull back to regroup. We've bought ourselves some time to resecure the fortress. Well done.
See you later.
Tegan's troubles. The Admiral will be pleased that Northwatch is almost secured. If we are to keep a grip on this continent, we're going to need to maintain the supply lines to the interior. Just before the assault, I received the strangest of reports from Corporal Tegan, who's in charge of maintaining our contact with Forward Command. Since he's having trouble with the jungle, there's no jungle in the Barrens. Follow the upper road out of Northwatch and see if you can render any assistance to our wayward corporal.
Safe travels.
Well, that's going to be out in the jungly bits. Leave out of Northwatch here. Grab another quest along the way. Make our way to Forward Command. Then the Undergrowth. And then Hunterstill and Arstand. Kind of this whole area. Dungeon stuff over here. Other dungeon stuff here. Other things over here for this side of things. This is more the call to another spot. At any rate, plenty to do in the Southern Barrens as we continue to just look over our abilities and think about what we're trying to do here. Definitely some new stuff. Next time. Goodbye.